Hi guys. Today we're gonna play Doki while I'm sick. And don't mind if I cough a lot. So, here is this thing. So I take out my headphones or no? I don't think so. But I hope this video is, yeah, I don't care though. I think. Yo, Doki. Literal. Wait, no. Anyway, so yeah, let's go to a new game. I never see the whole thing, so warning. Hey, I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally obvious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. How? You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost would feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and either in front of the crosswalk and let Sayuri catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Yami. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayuri. We crossed the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near the streets, become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Yami, have you decided on a club to join it? A club? I told you already. I am really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me if you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayuri likes to worry a little too much about me when I am perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I am worried that you won't learn how to social or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know, and I know you're happy now, but I'll die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No problem. I promise though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I will promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she just answers everything inside of her head. The school day is as The school day is as on the I don't have to read. Oh wait, I don't have to pronounce. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayuri wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello, Sayuri? Sayuri must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I looked around and realized that I am the only one left in the classroom. I thought I would catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me. Sometimes I'm impressed. You don't you don't need to wait. Wait, you don't need to wait out for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought know what? Well, that you could come to my club, Sayuri. Yeah, there is no way I'm going to your club. Mini. Sayuri is vice president of the literal club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. Okay. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she interviewed the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is granted to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I will bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Hehehe. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayuri is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I will stop by for a cupcake, okay? Hey, yes, let's go. And today marks the day I sold my soul. I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly followed Sayuri across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayuri is full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glanced around the room. Welcome to the little club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayuri always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Yes. Yeah. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this session. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. So sorry, it's not Suki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayuri. You can't just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayuri says that quietly into my ear, then turns back to the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayuri and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you, and it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Yami. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. It basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little. You too, Monica. Come, sit down, Yami. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me. Oh, Monica, I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayuri mentioned, it's been written so that there is one space next to Monica and one place next to Sayuri. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayuri. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the fold of the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorate to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, just hurry and take one. Sayuri grabs one first. Then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayuri talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcakes around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. But why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did, Sayuri said. Well, maybe, but not for you. You dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? In this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot tea of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I am glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the little club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayuri. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayuri seemed really happy here, so That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you might. Wait. We'll make sure you feel right at home. Okay? As president of the Little Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I am surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'll much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourage others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literal. You'd have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I am confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different goals, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of ostracism about lecture. So yeah, what kinds of things do you like to read? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga, I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traced the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorite are literary novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a forgotten world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually mirrors me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grabbed something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, really. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. So horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki, I start over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Wait. I need to drink water for a while. Wait. Alright, I'm back. Okay, let's start. Certain. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind us club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud and Give That Back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayuri slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulder. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think this is impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing the level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience, do you read? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Question mark. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Yuri? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I really come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club, so you really may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decisions. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thoughts. All four girls stared back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry. I thought, yeah, you all, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right? Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayuri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that will make it official. Welcome to the little club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone, I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Yeah, I look forward to seeing you. Seeing how you impressed yourself. Yeah, can I really impress the class star Monica with my mature writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Monica and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Yamiri, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayuri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and made our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls, Sayuri, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a natural club? Perhaps I will have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstance, and I'm sure good fortune will find me, and I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Alright, I will stop. Okay, yeah, I can do this later. So, bye guys. Not really, but I'll just put another video here, I guess. Try? I mean, it will take that long. I mean, I don't think I should end here, though. Yeah. Let's just continue. So maybe I want start with alone, I guess. I'm alone in my bedroom. Then see if I want to call my friends. Then I'll cheer my friend cheer me up. That will be love. Then what? Anyways, I'll be journey. Be Why? Memories, of course. And then it will be special because so it will be, I guess, anime. Be Sparkle. Then it will be alright. We'll eat candy, I guess. Then it'll be silly. Then it will be awesome. It will be waterfall. We'll see the waterfall. I mean, sunset it would be. Yeah. But dream, Doki. Okay, I kind of messed up, but I don't care. Dream, Doki. Summer. Spurt. That will be love. Hi again, Yummy. Glad to see you. Didn't run away on us. Hahaha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my words. Well, I am back at the little club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Yummy. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into little when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserve any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is later. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Yami always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and me can become good friends too? Sayori, As usual, Sayori seems so to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even bought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori, me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It will make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you want. This is how is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not really much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I instinctively take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. You can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is lounging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to comply myself with something naturally related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book you gave me, but I am feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and I end up listening in on Sayuri's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literal club sounds too intense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all. We just need a way of showing that everyone something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literal event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place. And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayuri is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Oh my. Well, I guess we could cupcakes. Haha, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cookies is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayuri is still her usual self, but that's in lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has struggled finding any motivation at all, Sayuri can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Wow! I open my eyes to find Sayuri's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry, wait. I Actually, I am not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping right there. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You need to get used to it. Don't say that out loud. Say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayuri. It's what I do best. That's the problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still always sleeping every day, aren't you? Eh? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on, at least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayuri is written all over you. Eh? Sayuri glances around herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayuri's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger, but nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Unfortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you mini, and you don't even keep your blazed button up. Seriously, Sayuri, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Eh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. This is so funny. What is it? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Eh? Don't say that. You make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this, aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggled to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Sigh. If you ever button it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so why does it feel strange to see Sayuri's lace or button up like that? But it's so stuffy. Ooh, it's not worth it at all. Sayuri hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that's so much better. Sayuri puts her arms out and throws around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? Annie, why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Wait. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, it's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayuri. No, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Eh? Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote down? Really? Yeah, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound state, but Sayuri still chose a way to retrieve the poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relations ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayuri and Monica also pulled out their poems. Sayuri's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf drawn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's first sign handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poems first? I mean... Who's that girl again? Is it Monica? I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, honey. Having a good time so far? Yeah, good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestion for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I won't be afraid to bring things up. I am much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poems with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Haha. Don't worry, Yumi. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayuri would like. Is that so? You and Sayuri are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayuri and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poems. You sure you're not reading into? Are you sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayuri's writing has kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotion like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I am sure I will end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I would love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit blazed towards their own kinds of styles, but I will always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's cause I have to sound confident. This doesn't mean I always feel that way. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peered inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I real blind. Like a thumb left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. There is a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspirations behind this one? Well, I am not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been infusing my poems a bit. Epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, but because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you are writing a poem or a story, your brain gets okay, I didn't read that. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this: if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poems next? Oh my goodness, this is so good, Yang. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayuri, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure your opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, So when I read your poems, it's not just a poem, it's a yummy poem. And that makes it feel extra special. And like, I can feel your feelings in it. Sayuri hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayuri. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the pub room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I will break my promise. See, it's like I said before, Yuri. Deep down, you're not selfish at all. Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayuri. I'm not sure if Sayuri sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to me, means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I am going. Okay, I didn't read. Why? Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my head, from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue, it's a circle, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I am not mad. I want breakfast. Sayuri, wait. Sayuri, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better, myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah, I didn't mean to say that it was a bad problem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds less like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah, but next time I won't forget. And I am gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Who should I show my poem to next? dot dot dot. Question mark. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a bit, that's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I say it was bad. It just didn't evoke my any emotion. So it basically is not cute for enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, rabbits can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you wouldn't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all subscript and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard, like it's in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it makes to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to hammer her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I show Max? Yuri stares at the phone. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I am not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay, this is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad? No, did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Yuri buried her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that you are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable things I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very different. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separated from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressionists are written. Once Yuri finds her train of thoughts, It's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stamina is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit glass though. Glass? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I would love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a lecture class? Goes un- Goes under the light. The tendrils. Okay, I don't know what it says, but okay. The tendrils of my hair made beneath the amber glow be bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathed I bathed calm breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. ... I am sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking of that at all, but it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write long poems, not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more neat. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more putting in that way. I haven't even thought of that. that's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I expected. It's as if everyone is charging me for my Metro's writing abilities. Even if they just being nice, there's no way my promise can stand up to theirs. This is a literal club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayuri and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly and change sheet of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watched each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrowed in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiled sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the palm to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolize of something? It's cute. It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. Now, can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Sayuri liked it, and Yang did too. So based on that, I gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate that offer, but I spend a lot of time establishing my writing styles. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And you like my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... you're just... Yuri stands... Oh wait, Yuri stands up as well. Well, maybe you're just jealous that Yuri's precious... no, maybe you're just jealous that Yami... wait, I don't know how to pronounce. Maybe you're just jealous that Yami... sorry, okay, I don't care. Absurd. My advice more than he protects yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't how do you know he didn't recite my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs naturally grow a size bigger as soon as Neil started showing out. Natsuki, Natsuki, this doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Yuri, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to approach that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all confused for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have it to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Yami. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary. Limiting yourself is also a waste. You do understand that, right, Yumi? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course there's going to be, Natsuki glanced at me, trying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turned to Yuri, but Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayuri. Yeah. Everyone's fighting. It's making Sayuri uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Yami. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayuri wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. Would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes. Stop. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki poems, they are all amazing because they all give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are you fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki is cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were, big and beautiful. Sayuri stands to me. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make something. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayuri is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject as president. That's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayuri is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. she might be an airhead, but sometimes it's really suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles really at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a generous person really does make a good person regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, I'm just gonna stop here. So I'm gonna save this here. So I will continue to the next video. So bye guys.